My name is Michael Snider. I practice in Greenwood, South Carolina, and I'm the clinical leader for both Georgia and South Carolina. You know, when I was considering Imagine, I had been approached by 2 or 3 other DSOs prior, and the DSO model didn't really appeal to me. Most groups, at least the ones that had approached me prior to Imagine, were more interested in rolling up as many offices as they could, and maybe not being so selective about the doctors that came in. The DPO model from Imagine was unique, but the deciding factor at the end of the day was that it made the most sense for me and my family. I had grown this practice to a very large practice, and what I realized was so much of that was tied to my own 2 hands. If something happened to me, even though my associate is fantastic, it would be very difficult for her to run the practice by herself. And all this energy and time that I had spent to growing this practice for its value, if something happened to me, probably wouldn't be realized. And I remember the day like signing and partnering with Imagine, just this weight going away. I still had a large percentage of ownership in my practice, but at the same time, I'd already been rewarded a little bit for what growth I've achieved, and I'm still gonna be rewarded for what we're gonna continue to do going forward. And to have that true partner just made sense. And to see that be the focus rather than let's sign up the next 100 offices that we can, regardless of what quality they are, I think is the biggest separating factor of this company from others. You know, dentistry is a pretty unique profession in regards that what we generally make is tied to our own hands and what we do day to day. If I'm out of work, I don't have paid time off. If I'm out of work, I'm not producing and I'm not getting money. I'm not growing wealth. But being partnered with Imagine allows me to now have multiple income streams. Rather than just worrying about what my hands can produce and what maybe I sell my practice for in 15, 20, whatever years, now I'm partnered. I worry not only about my practice, but I want everybody else's practice to do well. And as those practices grow, as they do well, and as Imagine does well, we all receive dividends back from being shareholders in the parent company. And then we also have a guaranteed buyout of our practice when it is time to retire. No longer are we worried about searching for the right associate or the right partner or someone that can pay what we think our practice is valued at. All this is taken care of in the early stages before the partnership ever begins. My goals in terms of doing dentistry are not just to create wealth or to have an income. It's about taking care of my patients. It's also about providing a healthy, happy environment for my staff, my team, and also providing a lifestyle for my family. And being partnered with Imagine has allowed me to take the focus off of the things I didn't want to do. I'm not worried about doing QuickBooks anymore, or tax returns, or meeting with my accountant every month to talk about where we're at, or going over these sort of forms. Instead, when I come to work, I focus on dentistry. So I'm spending the time again with my family like I want to, instead of stuck doing the things I don't want to do. I'm spending the time doing the dentistry I want to do, and with my patients rather than all the minutia I was doing before. And that's just part of this unique partnership, because in other partnerships that's available, almost all that independence and autonomy is taken away. Yeah, you're not focused on the business side anymore, but that's because you're not making any business decisions at all. We grew this practice to a very phenomenal thing. We want to continue to help make those decisions. We just want to do it with a partner that has the best interest in mind.